welcome back, friends. It is time for some What the Hollywood, and it has been a worldwide adventure for some of Hollywood's hottest celebrities this month because there's this little thing happening in Paris with like a ton of athletes and sport things, and of course, anybody who's an A-lister is obviously going to be there. So let's do a quick recap of celebrities spotted at the 2024 Summer Games. As we discussed yesterday with Jesse, and Angela, Celine Dion wrapped up the 4-hour-long opening ceremony with her rendition of Edith Piaf's Hymn to Love, I probably got that wrong, on the Eiffel Tower. If you have already seen it, well, let's see it again. Here's a quick look. Oh, Celine, it's so beautiful. And what a comeback following her leave of absence from music due to her stiff person syndrome diagnosis. All right, so some other celebrities in attendance include, but clearly not limited to, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo also did some promotion for their upcoming film, Wicked. You had Snoop Dogg, who absolutely stole the show while carrying the Olympic torch for Team USA prior to the opening ceremony. And Chrissy Teigen and John Legend were in attendance with their two oldest children, Luna and Miles. And then Lady Gaga gave a wowing performance during the opening ceremony and has been fangirling over the USA women's gymnastics team, the swimmers, everyone. So speaking of Gaga, it appears Mother Monster, as her fans call her, is engaged to her longtime partner, Michael Polanski. And as they say, third time's the charm. And in this case, it is hopefully a charm because Lady Gaga has been engaged twice before. I also want to point out that this is not just some engagement hearsay speculation. The words fiancé came right from Gaga's mouth while speaking to the Prime Minister of France. So while doing an introduction, she said, quote, "This is my fiancé, Michael," when introducing the two during a swimming event on Sunday. Now, the two have been together since 2019. So I guess here is my premature congratulations to Lady Gaga and Michael Polanski. Hopefully this one lasts a lifetime, which in Hollywood is like a year or two, so way to go, Gaga. All right, so Justin Timberlake recently got busted for driving while intoxicated, if you didn't know. And the mugshot is there to prove he was definitely under the influence of something. He claims he had just one martini, but his eyes tell a very different story. I think we've got, yep, there's the mugshot. Last month, the former NSYNC singer was pulled over and arrested for DWI in the Hamptons, and police determined JT was driving drunk, had bloodshot and glossy eyes. I don't know if we can get a close-up of this or just a full screen, but they are clearly bloodshot and glossy. And the police said he had a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage emanating from his breath. And to add more proof to the martini-flavored pudding, JT failed multiple field sobriety tests. Never a good thing. So his legal team continues to double down on saying he was not drunk when he was arrested. And you guys, they may have actually found a loophole to get Timberlake's charge dismissed. Now, I'm going to show you video from the street cam the night JT was arrested. You'll see his rental car, that's the big SUV, that is him. He is driving here. Now, he looks fine, but, he ran a stop sign, he was swerving. But according to our friends over at TMZ, the night he was pulled over, this night right here, JT was following his friends home where he was going to spend the night, sleep off the alcohol. Well, once he got pulled over, his friends did a quick U-turn, turned around and returned to the scene. And a female stepped out of the car and asked, "Are you going to arrest Justin Timberlake?" Cop said, "Yeah. He failed sobriety." So she offered to drive him home, but to no avail. So following his arrest, the female friend asked police if she could at least drive the rental car home, to which the cops agreed. Now, for the twist, this female friend was reportedly at the bar 2 hours before Justin got there and was also partaking in adult beverages. But the police that arrested Justin and allowed her to drive the car under the reported influence without batting an eyelash. Now Justin's lawyers are saying, they're trying to get the case dismissed and will argue that the two young cops were so off in their judgment they let a person who had clearly been drinking drive away right in front of their eyes, again, without batting an eyelash. So if they were unable to properly evaluate her, how could they properly evaluate Justin Timberlake? We shall see how this all plays out in court. Justin is not behind bars and is continuing his world tour. Even though he said this is going to ruin the world tour, he's still on it. Okay, our final story deals with the royal family. I know it's been a minute since we've talked about them, and that was on purpose. It was a lot. So the latest rumored drama happening with the royal family deals with King Charles III and Prince Harry's children. So as we know, or should know by now, Harry and his father have not seen eye to eye in years, possibly over a decade. Harry's marriage to Meghan Markle and subsequent exit from their senior royal titles caused quite a disruption in the royal family. Now, according to the Daily Beast, the royal family breakdown has led to a situation where King Charles reportedly faces never seeing his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana, again. Prince Harry said this week in a TV interview that he won't travel to Britain with Meghan due to security fears of an attack from a, quote, lone actor. And this could leave Grandpa King Charles remote from his grandkids and in a very unfortunate situation. However, hey, King Charles III, you're not the only one getting the cold shoulder. The children also do not see their maternal grandfather, Thomas Markle, for good reason. I don't know how much that's saying, but at least he's, again, not the only one being iced out. The last time he saw 5-year-old Archie and 3-year-old Lilibet was in June 2022 during the late Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration. So since then, Harry has returned to the UK several times, but without his wife and without his children. You know, it's either been for official events or to pursue his legal battles with the British media. And an insider told the Mail that given King Charles's age and health, a visit to America by the king is highly unlikely. And royal author, Margaret Holder added that it's difficult for the monarch to travel privately, so making a visit to California is very challenging. Again, another thing where only time will tell, but it's not looking like it's healing time for Prince Harry and King Charles III. Hopefully, before anyone leaves this earth, they patch things up. But anyways, you guys, that's all I got for this week's What the Hollywood. We've got lots more fun coming up in the second hour of Ozarks Fox AM.